quite apart from the relaxing one into town at that. So, how's the mural going? We are going to get bad luck. Never talk about works in progress. I'm sure it'd be wonderful. Bad luck. Tap, step, tap, step. She doesn't care to talk about it. Lily's politeness feels out of place for the first time. Step, step, step. The hill Yamako rests on, of its surprisingly steep, going uphill, we slow the pace, but I still feel my pulse rising and breathing getting heavier. Almost there, I can see the gates already. More than that, though, I notice that Lily's hand slightly tightens on my shoulder, interpreting it as a gesture that she wants to ask something. I speak up. Anything wrong, Lily? I resist the urge to say aside from our traveling companion, but only just. For a moment, hey, by the way, ring's awesome. For a moment, she seems to debate whether she should even bring it up, but goes for it anyway. Ooh. Is everything alright? Alright? How do you mean? The fact I can't interpret her incredibly vague question puts her off for a second. It's just, you seem unusually tired, I guess. Now that she brings it up, I notice that my breathing is strangely heavy. The uphill walk has really done a job on me. Lily noticed it all too quickly. Ooh, another decision, another choice. Okay, don't really want to talk about it. I'm sorry. I'm not very good. In very good condition. The second one sounds kind of like a charity case. The other one, keep to myself? Should I keep it to myself? I'm not sure what to choose, honestly. You know what? I'll do the simplest thing I could. And that is... Where's my fucking change? You know where I'm going with this, don't you? Aha! Flip a coin. Okay, so heads, don't really want to talk about it. And then the second one's tails. I think that just went behind my... God damn it. Where did that go? That just like... Fuck. Okay. God damn it. Okay, I flipped a coin better this time. And it turned out to be heads, so don't really want to talk about it. I'm fine. There's nothing to worry about. The hill's just surprisingly steep, don't you think? I wonder what they have the school so high up here for anyway. Don't we have students in wheelchairs or something? Indeed. Lily's forehead wrinkles at concern. I don't really want her to have that kind of expression over me. We barely know each other. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Now, not that you can find a place like this wherever, I guess, but it makes me wonder what they were thinking. My voice overly calm. It sounds weird to my own ear, and I speak way too fast. I briefly wonder how much Lily can sense from one's voice alone. Let's continue. We're almost there. Anyway, for the rest of the way back to the school, we all remained silent. Ooh. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Okay, I'm gonna save it again. There you go. And I might. No, fuck it. I want to carry the momentum. I've been doing this for a while, but I'm gonna give it a while. The students roll into class for the Saturday. For the Saturday morning session. Each and every one of them sporting the tired eyes of people that have worked through the night. Wait, guys, good? No, no, it's still new. Cool. Which, with only a day left to prepare, I suppose it's not so surprising. Thankfully, we have to suffer through classes until the lunch break, and then our time is our own. Mateo lurches into class in a tired stagger. I suppose the students aren't the only people here that enjoy their late Friday nights. Without saying a word, he scrawls some page and question numbers on the board and slumps down on his desk. It's completely atypical behavior for him. But it appears that no one in the class is calling him out on it. But wordless, the students shuffle their textbooks into position and get to work, not wanting to break the trend. I do the same. Fatigue has made the class antisocial. Not a peep is heard among the ruffling pages. It can partly be attributed to the two empty seats behind me. For some reason, Misha and Suzune aren't present, probably doing council work for the festival. It's very quiet without Misha present. I wonder if she was born as rowdy as she is, or if she is making up for Suzune's lack of voice. Nakai, can I speak to you for a moment? So I'm engrossed in thinking about Misha that I don't even notice Matao approaching my desk. Sure, what's this about? It's probably better if we speak outside the classroom. Something about this doesn't sound too good, but I stand up and follow him out into the hallway. Matao stands in the hallway, scratching his head as he works out what he is trying to say. Not knowing what is going on, I wait silently. So, tell me, how are things? Things? I expected Matao to be a little vague, but this is pushing the limits. You know, things. You've had a week to settle now, and so how are things? Fine, I guess. I see. So how's your condition? I pause before condition. Seems to be a little unnecessary. I haven't had any problems so far. A brief shimmer of relief passes across Matao's face. Good. That's good. The school nurse was a little concerned that you might have been pushing yourself a little bit too hard. He asked me to keep an eye on you when he couldn't. That makes sense. I ask that you don't blow us off so freely. As much as we try to give you the level of education that you would get at a normal school, you have to realize that you have limits. Our goals is to make sure that you know where those limits are. And how to maximize your potential within them. Do you follow me? I guess. I mean, I don't plan on doing anything stupid. Well, that's a start, I guess. So, then, on to my next question. How are you finding your studies? I understand you were laid up for a while. You're not too far ahead, are you? Are we? I don't really think so. I tried to keep up when I was in the hospital, so it hasn't been too hard. Matao taps his chin and raises thin eyebrow as he absorbs this information. So, that. So is that so? Wait, so is that so? I suppose there are still students out there that realize the importance of learning. I wouldn't go that far. I was only trying to keep myself occupied in a little life support prison. Well, yeah, we've got to keep up with these things, right? That's exactly it. One wrong move is all in this world, and you're left behind, right? Right. That's a weird sensation in my nose. Huh. Just like one time my nose just got plugged up. Weird. Right. Wouldn't want that to happen. I think like, I don't know. No. No, you would. Every week, there's a new scientific discovery. Most of them mean nothing to the layperson, but any one of them could be key to the next big thing. I'll keep that in mind. It's obvious that Matao's serious talk is over, and he's gone back into his standard, slightly scatterbrained approach to life. I think, in hindsight, that I prefer him this way. He's slightly more predictable than his fuck. I can't say it. Unpredictability. Wow. Jesus Christ. Well then, I think that's all I really had to say. Let's get back inside, shall we? My relief at that suggestion is unsurmountable. Sir, you're the boss, right? Matao pauses for a moment. I don't think any of my students have ever said that to me before. For an instant, I considered replying to this, but something deep in me tells me to shut my mouth and get back into the classroom. A few of the students jump at the sound of the door, rapidly trying to pretend that they were working on the questions on the board. They weren't. Some don't even bother. Their heads slumped on the desk as they nap. Thankfully, it would appear that Matao doesn't even notice them. He returns to his desk, relatives of a scientific journal, relieves a scientific journal from one of the drawers. I guess I got to him there. The class returns to the near silence that Matao and I left it in before our chat. Mixed feelings of tiredness and anticipation buzz around the room. Everyone here is either waiting for a chance to rest or the chance to get their last-minute preparations underway. The clock on the wall slowly ticks, and remaining class time away until finally the bells cry out, ending the torment. Before you all leave, I expect the answer for all problems by Monday. The class sighs as one, instantly, regretting slacking off, but still acutely aware of more pressing issues at hand. The classroom empties at a blink as everyone rushes to their last-minute festival preparation. Oh god, I just sneezed really hard. Okay. No wonder my nose felt so weird. It is preparing my body for a really hard sneeze. The classroom empties in a blink of... Why do I want to say blink of an eye? A blink as everyone rushes to their last-minute festival preparations. I stay behind and try to quickly finish the question so I don't have to bother with it over the rest of the weekend, with the festival and all tomorrow. Hey! Apart from me, Hanako is the only one left, obviously waiting for Lily. It's weird that Lily comes all the way to our classroom to pick her up. I expect that moving around is at least nominally harder for her than it is for Hanako. But it's none of my business, and I naturally don't ask about it from Hanako. Despite the relative proximity of our seats, neither of us try to strike up a conversation about that, or anything else either. So, an oppressive silence falls upon the classroom. Time passes in silence. It's probably just 15 minutes, but it feels longer. I turn pages in my notebook. Hanako turns pages in her novel and she reads. My pencil lead splinters against the paper just when I was about to finish the paragraph. Sound my irritated sighs and sequent fumbling around for a sharpener feels like they both break the mood in the classroom. Hanako keeps her eyes firmly away from my direction. Before long, Lily's tall figure appears in the doorway. Hanako. Her name is all it takes to make Hanako jump from her desk and run to Lily. And they talk quietly for a moment, but it isn't long before Lily leaves down the hall. Hanako idles back into the classroom, taking her seat once again. Watching Hanako out of the corner of my eye, of sheer curiosity at the idea that the two would be separated. For a couple minutes, she does nothing but sit in her desk, sit with her chin in her hand, staring at the desk dejectedly. Boredom evidently becomes too much for her, though. Her slender frame reaching to her bag and pulling out a small book. Come to think of it, isn't there one I saw her reading in the library? She must be quite fast. She must be quite a fast reader to get through them at this rate. After about 10 minutes of restlessness, shuffling, she in her seat and trying to read, Hanako closes her book and leaves too. As I should, since the assignment is all but finished, there is nothing else to do in the classroom. Nothing. Not really feeling energetic. I just go straight to my room and read the rest of the day. Okay. Well, save again. Yeah, okay, I'm going. I know what time it is. Don't panic. What? Don't panic. Okay. Next day,